Crew Sports Network.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. Dot God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, no it don't get broken. Legalized mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The Man Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. To the watch along, the show's on. The host, you know it's Asgard. It's no telling, the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy Jay Boogie. You're now rocking with my man Asgard. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Productions. What that mean, we about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in, my man S.God. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
What's good? What's good? Salute, Knicks Nation. Salute to the blue and orange skies. You already know what it is, man. It's Knicks basketball, man. Tonight, courtesy of the Man Cave podcast, as well as the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, is the Knicks versus the Washington Wizards from Capital One Arena in D.C. It is going to be a back-to-back game for the Knicks. Last night, they played in Orlando and didn't look at first, but then the Knicks clawed their way back, and they was end up to blow out that game, blow out the shorthanded Orlando Magic's 108-85 last night. So tonight they'll be in DC to take on the Washington Wizards, and also on Monday night they'll be playing Washington again. So it's back-to-back with the Wizards in Washington. So the Knicks will just stay there for the weekend and stuff like that. But thank you guys, man, for tapping in, man, for this live watch stream. Knicks versus the Washington Wizards. Knicks coming in at 21-10 on the season, 6 wins in a row. Playing against the Washington Wizards, 5-23 on the season. Wizards coming off their last win, 113-110 over the Hornets. But not a good season for the Washington Wizards, man. Another rebuild year for the Washington Wizards. But for the Knicks, hey, man, the Knicks are starting to get it together, man. Only one thing is just the defense. Just got to get that defense down packed, man. You know, the offense, like I said, has never been a problem. It's always the defense. Once the Knicks get that down packed, hey, we're going to be flying high, man. You know, also can't wait for Mitchell Robinson to return sometimes in January. But who knows? Until that time comes, man, the Knicks have to just keep carrying on and soldiering on. Like I said, up 21. We're 21-10 right now. 6-game win streak. Let's make it 7 in a row against the lowly Wizards, who we've already defeated last month, 134-106 at the Garden by 28, a blowout. So hopefully it'll be another blowout. But it's a back-to-back, so, you know, the Knicks starters played a lot last night, so we'll see how long they're going to play tonight, or if he's going to let some of the rookies play, like Ariel Hukporti, Tyler Kolig, and Pakham Dadier, if he's going to let them get some burns. About to tip off in a few minutes here, man. Knicks versus Wizards from Capital One Arena. Knicks looking for another win on the season. Like I said, these are the wins. We got to keep stacking these wins against teams like this. These are games that have to be won. These are games that matter towards the end of the season. They'll come back to bite you, man. You got to win these games. The games you're supposed to win, you got to win them. So far, the Knicks are taking care of business early on in the season. Started off a little bit slow, but the Knicks have won 16 of their last 20 games on the season, including 6 in a row. Let's make it 7 in a row. And like I said, feeling good right now. Knicks feeling good right now. Let's keep the vibe going, man. I want to thank all you guys for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, and all social media platforms, man. If this is your first time to my channel, the Man Cave Podcast, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also share it on all social media platforms. And also go subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, our one centralized location for all of our content, man. Basketball, boxing, baseball, football, UFC, MMA, soccer, and wrestling. And at 7:30 on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, my brother NYG on Popular Opinion Sports will be calling live streaming the Colorado versus BYU game from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. So that'll be on the network as well. So we both be streaming simultaneously. I'll be streaming the Knicks versus Wizards from Capital One Arena. So just waiting for to get started, see what the starting lineups will be for the Wizards. For the Knicks, you already know what the usual starting lineups has been. It's been always been Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson. That'll be for the Knicks. So we'll see who the Wizards start. I know they're going to start the rookie Alex Sarr and Malcolm Brogdon, Jordan Poole, probably Jonas Valanciunas if he's healthy or not. So we'll have to see how that goes. But like I said, man, please hit that subscribe button, man. It's free. It costs you nothing, man, to get great content like this. And as well as go subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Let's grow this channel. Let's grow this network, so we can keep bringing you great content all year long on sports, your sports needs for everything. Like I said, you name it, we got you. We got you covered, man. And like I said, all the members of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, myself, the Man Cave Podcast, Unpopular Opinion Sports with NYG, Big Pat Sports Talk, G Nation Inside Sports with Big Lou, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, Classified 3F with Joel, Miz in the Midday, Wales to New Jersey, Mac the Giants fan, Zion Zenith, Leaf Diggy, Mets 21-28, also El Capitan, Rafa Chudo, and as well, please welcome the newest members of the Big Blue Crew, TP Way, also Deception, Delay of Game, and Miss Trina as well. All great content creators, so please go and sub up. The link is right there in the chat. All right, waiting to see who the Wizards going to trot out. Because I think the last time we played them, played the Wizard, Kyle Kuzma was out, and he might still be out, or he may be back now. But, so we have to wait and see who the Wizards have in their starting lineup. But like I said, Knicks coming in this game as a 12.5-point favorite. Like I said, it's a big number, but the Knicks just played last night. Like I said, they played against a gritty Orlando team that was not going to die down until the final end of the third quarter, fourth quarter. That's when the Knicks finally took control of that game. But for the most part, that game was always right there. Either team could have won that game. And like I said, the Magics are a gritty team. They're not going to just give you – they're going to lay down. You got to fight to win that game, and that's what the Knicks had to do in the third and fourth quarter, take control of that game. Let's just say the Wizards, and that was a physical game. Hopefully the Wizards will be a different type of game, not so much the physicality and stuff like that. Hopefully Knicks can get off to a fast start in this game and take control of this game early instead of coming from behind and trailing from behind, because that's always a recipe for disaster, man. Let's just get off to a great start, get some energy, and just jump on these Wizards, man. Take it to these guys. And also recently, Larry Shamet, he was injured, in the preseason, but he has worked his way back. Now he's on the team now, so he is back on the bench, on the roster. He played the last game and the last two games. So hopefully, like I said, if the Knicks give some starters some breather tonight, then you'll see some more to bench tonight with Precious Achua, Deuce McBride, Cameron Payne, Larry Shamet, etc. Even the rookies, either Ariel Porty, Tyler Kolek, and also Pacom Dadier. So, like I said, let's go Knicks. Let's keep this going. We got this, got a great 6-game win streak going. Let's make it number 7. Like I said, and also on Monday, make it 8 against the Wizards again. And then on New Year's Day, the Knicks will be at home to play the Utah Jazz. So that should be a good one too. And also a lot of sports going on today. The bowl games are on right now. So right now, Miami, let me see, what is that score? Miami and Iowa State. Miami was up 41-35 in that game. Let me see if Iowa State done come back and took the lead 42-41 over Miami. They also got also other scores. Miami of Ohio 22-3 over Colorado State, 7 minutes in the third quarter. Also at halftime, East Carolina 10-7 over North Carolina State University. As the starting lineup for the Wizards, going to be Malcolm Brogdon, Bub Carrington, Bilal Coulibaly, Justin Champagnie, and Alex Sarr. So Coulibaly, Champagnie, Alex Sarr. Also, Broncos and Bengals are tied at 17, 3:37 left to go in the fourth quarter. So the Broncos have come back to tie that game up. All right, so they're ready to jump, ready to get this game started. Also, 7:30 tonight, BYU versus Colorado, man. So that's a big game too. So a lot of people be tuning for that. Like I said, please go over to tap into my brother Unpopular Opinion Sports NYG as he live stream and call that game on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Shedeur Sanders going up against BYU in his final game in college. All right, the tip is up, and the Wizards have the tip. So Brogdon over to Carrington over to Coulibaly over to Sarr looking back to Brogdon around Sarr pick out to Champagnie for the 3-point shot up and good. So Wizards strike first 3-0 on the Knicks. Knicks inbound the ball hard over to Brunson over to Hart, over the Bridges, back to Brunson, around the town screen. Brunson over the Bridges in the corner. Bridges on the baseline. Throws back out to OG and Anunoby. OG in the paint. Fall away jump shot up. No good. Rebounded by Champagnie. And here come the Wizards. Over to Carrington, and we get an offensive foul. So it'll be Knicks ball. It was on Alex Sarr. Will pick up the offensive foul. All right, Wizards are coached by Brian Keefe. All right, Knicks inbounds, Hart to Brunson over the timeline, over to Bridges. Bridges with the ball, over to Brunson around the town screen, guarded by Champagnie. Brunson in the lane. Brunson, floater in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Carrington, and here comes Carrington over to Champagnie. Malcolm Brogdon for a pull-up 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Brunson over to Bridges with the ball, back to Brunson at the top of the 3-point line. In the corner to Josh Hart looking for Towns, can't find him. In the paint to OG and Anunoby. OG in the lane, and he tried to throw it to Towns, and it's a turnover. So the Wizards will have the ball. All right, this is how the Knicks be starting a little too sloppy and a little bit too pass happy. All right, Wizards with the ball. Carrington over to Sarr. Back to Carrington in the lane. His jump shot is up and good. 5-0 Wizards. Towns inbounds to Brunson. Over to Mikal Bridges. Looking, finds OG and Anunoby. OG still with the ball. OG looking over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges launches a 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Carrington. Here comes the Wizards. Carrington with the ball down the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Towns. Towns over to Brunson ahead of the pack, over to Mikal Bridges in the corner, 3-point shot up and good. 5-3 Wizards. Champagnie inbounds to Carrington. Carrington with the ball. Looking over to Brogdon around the screen, over to Sarr. Sarr's 3-point shot is up and good. 8-3. Wizards coming out hot. Towns inbounds to Brunson. Over to Bridges. Bridges with the ball across the timeline. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson around the Josh Hart screen. Brunson in the lane. Jump shot up, in and out. No good. Rebounded by Coulibaly. Ahead to Champagnie for the dunk. And the Wizards up 10-3 already. Towns inbounds to Brunson. And the Knicks will call a timeout and talk it over. So Knicks coming out a little bit flat early in this game. I know they're on a back-to-back. All right, so Wizards up early, 10-3 on the Knicks, 8:30 left to go in the first quarter. And the Knicks will talk it over. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's how this game started. The last time they played the Wizards got up early in the game and stuff like that. But like I said, the Knicks, like I said, some of the things what they do sometimes is they fall asleep, they lull you to sleep and stuff like that, and then go ahead and just like come on back. Tudo, what's good, man? Thanks for tapping in, Tudo. That's right. Don't be a ninja watcher. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. Go subscribe to the Man Cave Podcast as well as the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Myself, Big Pat Sports Talk, G Nation Inside Sports, Unpopular Opinion Sports with NYG, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, Wales to New Jersey, Miz in the midday, Mac the Giants fan, Zion Zenith, Leaf Diggy, Mets 21-28, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, Classified 3F with Joel. And the links are all right there in the chat. Make sure you go and subscribe. And like I said, also on the network, in about 30 minutes, it'll be Colorado versus BYU on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. My brother NYG, Unpopular Opinion Sports, will be calling that game. So make sure you go over there and tap over there and support over there. And what as well, live streaming. The Buffaloes, Shedeur Sanders, Colorado Buffaloes versus BYU. Yep, all our things in that. Mac the Giants fan, Wales to New Jersey, Man Cave. Also, Big Pat Sports Talk, G Nation Inside Sports. Also, Unpopular Opinion Sports, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, and all the members of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Thanks, Tudo. I don't know how your game went, man. Did you play the game yet, or is coming up? All right. I'm about to get back to live action after timeout. Like I said, Wizards up 10-3 right now. Knicks coming out a little bit sluggish. Hopefully, like I said, they'll shoot off the shooting slumping. Come on in. I know the Knicks played last night. I want a back-to-back. All right. Like I said, 10-3 Wizards. Knicks will inbound the ball. All right, Bridges looking inbounds to Brunson. Brunson over to Hart. Salute, Tudo. Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson around a Hart screen. Brunson looking. Brunson in the lane. Jump shot is up and no good. Rebounded by, and the ball deflected out. Be Wizards ball. So the Knicks, like I said, they're sleepwalking right now. So the Wizards inbounds. Brogdon over to Carrington. Carrington with the ball. Carrington back to Brogdon around a star screen. Brogdon over to Carrington. Carrington in the lane, and he dunks it. Nobody stepped up. 12-3 Wizards. Knicks with the ball. Towns over to Brunson. Brunson over to Bridges. Bridges with the shot in lane, up and good. 12-5. Sarr inbounds to Coulibaly over to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball. Brogdon in the lane over to Sarr. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Here comes the Knicks. Hart with the ball. Looking at the three-point line over to Brunson. Brunson in to Karl Anthony Towns. And they call an offensive foul on Towns. So it'll be Wizards ball. Wow, that was a cheap call. That was a cheap foul. I got to see that play again because I didn't even think that was an offensive foul. It's just like, all right, Wizards inbound the ball. Coulibaly over to Brogdon. Over to Carrington. Back to Brogdon. Over to Carrington. Carrington to Coulibaly. Around the Sarr screen. Coulibaly. Jump shot floater in the lane. No good. Rebounded by Coulibaly. Gets his own rebound. Lays it up and dunks it in. 14-5. All right, Knicks inbounds. Hart over to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Coulibaly. Brunson Looking Brunson in the lane, cross to Josh Hart, and underneath to Karl Anthony Towns, lays it up and in. 14-7, Wizards inbounds. Sarr over to Coulibaly. Coulibaly over to Brogdon. Brogdon, free throw line, jump shot up and good. 16-7. Knicks inbounds. Towns over to Brunson. So Wizards coming out hot, up 16-7 early on, 6:35 left to go in the first quarter in this game. Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson around the Town screen. Back to Bridges. Wizards guarding at the three-point line over to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Brunson. And foul in the lane. So fouls on Champagne. So the Knicks will inbound the ball down 16-7. All right, looking like a substitution in the game. Corey Kispert will come in the game for Brogdon. All right, so Knicks inbound. Knicks inbounds. Brunson looking, finds Bridges. Bridges with the ball over to Towns. Towns with Champagne on the Towns. Post him up in the lane. Jump hook up in the lane. Up and good. 16-9. Sarr. Wizards inbound. Sarr over to Coulibaly. And it's stolen by Mikal Bridges. And Bridges will take it in and lay it in. 16-11. And the Wizards will call a timeout. 5-point Wizards lead. Knicks down 16-11. Yeah, like I said, sometimes, the Knicks start out some games like this. Sometimes they start out like this. But like I said, hey, they just played a game last night. It was a physical game last night. Plus, they had to travel to Washington. So, yeah, they'll be a little bit behind early on in this game. Hopefully, like I said, they'll, have a strong second or third quarter to take control of this game. So, probably going to see the same thing like you saw last night against the Orlando Magics. Let me see about that. If that score went final with that score went final with Iowa State and Iowa State beats Miami 42-41. Yeah. That's because most of these, like I said, like in these games, like the starting quarterbacks, they probably play like 2 or 3 quarters and then they take them out and put the backups in and stuff like that. Because Cam Moore left like in the third quarter and stuff like that. Had he stayed in the game, Miami would put up even more points and stuff like that. But they sat him and stuff like that in the middle of the third quarter. So the game up. This game will be starting about 20, 30 minutes. Will be BYU against Colorado. Shedeur Sanders will be playing his final game as a Colorado Buffalo, as well as Travis Hunter. So everybody be tuning in for that game, BYU versus Colorado. We bagged a massive W against. Okay, Tudo, bagged a massive. But 3 clubs out of 6 and wild cards won today as well. And we still got another test next trip to Paris, France. We're still alive, please. Of course, bro. We're going to pray for you, man. Make sure you go out there and kick some more butts, man. Congratulations on the win, man. Keep doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? Just keep advancing. That's all you got to do. Just keep advancing, man. Great job. Out of 6 and wild cards won today as well. We still got another test. All right, go into Paris, France, and go in and kick some butt, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm definitely going to pray for your victims, man. That's right, man. Leave them in your wake, bro. Take care. Destroy them dudes. All right, back to action. Knicks up 6 and Knicks down 16-11 to the Wizards. Knicks scored the last 2 baskets. Early first quarter, like I said, 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Knicks coming off of a win last night. Playing on a back-to-back from the Orlando Magic, win 108-85. All right, Wizards inbound. Coulibaly inbounds over to Sarr. Sarr to Kispert. Kispert over to Coulibaly. In the lane, his shot is up, no good, and he is fouled. So he'll be at the free throw line. Let's see if was it a foul on the floor or was it a shooting foul? Look like might be a nope. Look like a foul was on the floor, so the Wizards will inbound the ball. All right, Koulibaly inbounds to Kispert. Back to Koulibaly, over to Sarr. Back to Koulibaly. His in the corner to Corey Kispert for his 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby. Over to Brunson. Here comes the Knicks. Brunson guarded by Koulibaly. Brunson around the Towns screen. Back to Towns. Towns in the lane. Back out to Brunson. Over to OG Anunoby. To Josh Hart. His 3-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by the Wizards. Koulibaly. Here comes the Wizards. Koulibaly over to Carrington. Back to Koulibaly. Koulibaly in the lane to Sarr. In the lane. His turnaround shot is no good, but he is fouled by Karl Anthony Towns, so he will be at the free throw line. Cheap foul by Towns. Can't foul like that, man. You got to put your hands straight up. And that'll be Towns. I believe that's his second foul, so Towns will have to come out the game. That's a cheap foul, Towns. You can't be getting fouls, man. You can't get cheap fouls. They need you to stay in the game. All right, Sarr's first free throw is up, and it's good. And substitution for the Knicks, Precious Achiuwa and Deuce McBride will check into the game, replacing Towns and Josh Hart. All right, Sarr's second free throw is up, and it's good. 18-11 Wizards. Knicks inbound. OG Anunoby inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Around Deuce McBride screen, Brunson still has the ball. Looking in the corner. Guarded by Koulibaly, and he throws it away, stolen by Carrington, and here comes the Wizards. Carrington with the Euro step, lays it up and in. 20-11 Wizards. Knicks inbound, Deuce McBride over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Around a Precious Achiuwa screen, Brunson in the lane. His shot is up, no good, but he is fouled. He'll be going to the free throw line. It's another brag about. Oh, man, nothing to brag about. As a D tackle fullback in the rugby, I had most hits and tackles, caused 3 major injuries, and one of them is out for the entire year. Wow. And Tudo, you be laying that hit on these guys, man. Honor and glory to our Savior Christ. Yeah, man. Yeah, rugby is a rugged sport, bro. It's a rugged sport. You know, man, he's out for the year. But hey, that's a rough football. All right, Brunson's first free throw is up and is good. His second free throw is up and is also good. 20-13. Wizards inbound. George inbounds to Carrington. Carrington over to Kispert. Kispert over to Koulibaly. Over to Jonas Valanciunas. Valanciunas to Corey Kispert. Kispert down the lane. Throws it up and in. 22-13. Precious Achiuwa inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball across the timeline around the Precious Achiuwa screen. Brunson over to Precious Achiuwa in the corner to Deuce McBride for his corner 3 from the elbow. Good. 22-16. Knicks starting to cook now. George over to Carrington. Carrington to Valanciunas. Valanciunas over to Kispert. Kispert back to George. His 3-point shot is up and good. So both teams are cooking. All right, McBride inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball around the Precious Achiuwa screen. Brunson in the lane. Brunson little floater in the lane, up and good. 25-18. Valanciunas inbounds to Koulibaly. Koulibaly over to Valanciunas. Back to George. George around the screen. George looking. Throws a Koulibaly for his 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Brunson. Here comes the Knicks. Brunson with the ball around the Precious Achiuwa screen. Brunson in the lane. His shot is up. No good, but he is fouled. He'll be going back to the free throw line. Rugby Union, Gladiator Sports, our sports ain't allowed on national. I know, man. I know. I have to see one of your games on pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? If you just because I have pay-per-view and stuff like that. So If you tell me like the name of your team and also what day you're gonna play, what time and stuff like that, I could look it up and stuff like that and try to watch the game, man. I'd love to see one of your games, man, and what number you are. All right, Brunson on the free throw line. His first free throw's up and is good. His second free throw is up and it's also good. 25-20. Wizards with a 5-point lead. All right, Wizards inbound. 3:11 left to go in the first quarter. 5-point Wizards lead. George inbounds to Carrington. Carrington with the ball. Over to Kispert. Kispert around the Valanciunas screen. Kispert back to Valanciunas and turnover. Here comes the Knicks. McBride over to OG Anunoby for the dunk ahead of the pack. 25-22. 3-point Wizards lead. George over to Carrington. Carrington over to Valanciunas. Looking. Valanciunas over to George. George in the lane. Lays it up and blocked by Precious Achiuwa. Goes right into the hands of Champagne, who puts it in. 27-22. Knicks inbounds. Achiuwa over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Brunson in the lane. Brunson with the off the 1 foot shot up and good. 27-24. All right. Valanciunas inbounds to Kispert. Kispert ahead to George. George thought about the three. Pull back. George now shoots the three from the top of the circle. No good. Rebounded by Precious Achiuwa. Over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball in the corner to Mikal Bridges for his three-pointer from the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Over to Champagne. Champagne to Carrington in the lane. Jump shot is up and good. Knicks inbound. Bridges inbounds to Brunson. 5-point Wizards lead. 1:39 left to go in the first quarter. Oh, okay, that's the YouTube channel. Okay. Mikal Bridges, 3-point shot from the elbow. Good. 2-point lead. All right. George inbounds to Carrington. Carrington. Over to Valanciunas in the post. Valanciunas in the post. Wheels around. Lays it up. No good. And his putback is good. 31-27. Knicks inbounds. OG Anunoby over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball over to Brunson around the Achiuwa screen. His 3-point shot is up and good. 31-30. All right. Wizards inbounds. Valanciunas to Carrington. Back to Carrington. Carrington, and he is fouled by Mikal Bridges. Yeah, all right, Tito, I'm going to have to look at that YouTube, man. I'm going to have to go on that channel, look at it, and subscribe to it, man, so I can watch these games. All right, so Landry Shamet will come into the game and check in the game. I guess for Mikal Bridges. And Towns will come back in. 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Towns come back in with 2 fouls. All right, 45 seconds left to go. Wizards up 1. Brogdon looking inbounds to George. George with the ball back to Brogdon. Brogdon down the lane with Larry Shamet, lays it up and no good, but put back by Champagne. 33-30. All right, Knicks inbounds. Precious Achiuwa over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball around the Precious Achiuwa screen. 22 seconds left to go in a quarter. Brunson in the lane. Shot up and good. 33-32. Wizards inbounds. Valanciunas inbounds. Inbounds to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball. Across the timeline. 13 points in the quarter for Jalen Brunson in the quarter to lead the Knicks. Brogdon around a Valanciunas screen. Brogdon looking. Finds Corey Kispert for a 3-point shot, no good, rebounded by Towns, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So high scoring first quarter for the Knicks and the Wizards, 33-32. Wizards up by 1. Knicks, like I said, was sleepwalking early in that first quarter, but they rebounded strong to have a finish out a strong first quarter. Now, hopefully they can put the clamps on the Wizards in the second or third quarter. Okay, there's some highlights in it. May not your channel. That's not our channel. Just some highlights. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look at the highlights. Which you have a number? Yeah, put your number on it, your jersey number, so I can know where you are. Your jersey number. Okay, I'm definitely going to check it out, man. I'm gonna check out them highlights and stuff like that, man. And like I said, if I get the name of your team and stuff like that, it's like I said, I'll look for it on pay-per-view and stuff. What time that you come on? Because I know you guys probably play like 1 o'clock at night over here or something like that in the morning or something like that. Yeah, time difference over here. But we'll catch it on pay-per-view. All right, like I said, some Knicks came back strong in the quarter, close it out down by 1 point now. Like I said, going into the second quarter, Knicks got to do a better job of getting tighten the screws on defense, making these shots, some contested shots for the Wizards, making them harder and stuff like that. Knicks gonna need to go on a low 8-0 run, 12-0 run, things like that to get a lead and start stretching this lead out. Look like the Broncos and the Bengals going into overtime, tied at 24. All right, about to start the second quarter. All right, so the Knicks will inbound. Look like Shamet is in. Also, Cameron Payne is in the game to go along with Deuce McBride, Precious Achiuwa, and Karl Anthony Towns. All right, Payne with the ball. Looking. Finds Deuce McBride in the corner for his corner 3-point shot. Up, no good. Rebounded by Towns. Back up and good. 34-33. Knicks taking a first lead. George with the ball. Over to Sarr. Over to Brogdon. Brogdon's 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Precious Achiuwa. And he loses the ball, so a turnover be Wizards ball. All right. Wizards inbound Brogdon over to George around the Sarr screen. George in the lane to Corey Kispert. Kispert looking, finds Alex Sarr. Sarr in the lane. Shot is up and good. 35-34. Wizards go back up by 1. All right. Cameron Payne inbounds to Deuce McBride. McBride guarded by George across the timeline. Over to Cameron Payne. Payne around Karl Anthony Towns screen in the corner to Precious Achiuwa for his 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Towns. Shot is up. No good, but he is fouling. He'll be going to the free throw line. Good offensive rebound by Karl Anthony Towns. So, lots going on in the world of sports today. College basketball, college football, bowl games, NFL games, NBA games. So much to choose from today, man. A lot of people got a lot of choices. All right, Towns so far in the game, 6 points and 5 rebounds. Towns at the free throw line. All right, his first free throw is up and is good. All right, Towns for a second free throw. Second free throw is up, and it's in and out, rebounded by the Wizards. Sarr over to Brogdon. Brogdon guarded by Deuce McBride across the timeline. Brogdon looking around a Sarr screen over to Sarr. Sarr thought about the three over to Champagne, who pulls the trigger for the three. No good. Rebounded by Corey Kispert over to Brogdon. Brogdon throws to Sarr down in the post. Sarr, and the ball is deflected, stolen by Karl Anthony Towns over to Larry Shamet. And here comes the Knicks over to Precious Achiuwa with the massive dunk and the foul. What a dunk. Precious Achiuwa with the slam jam, with the highlight. Throw it down. Over George, and Precious Achiuwa be at the free throw line to complete the 3-point play with this highlight dunk. And Achiuwa's free throw's up, and it's good. 38-35. Knicks up 3. Got the whole guys off the bench. All right, George inbounds. Inbounds to Brogdon. Brogdon across the timeline. Back to George. George looking over to Sarr. Sarr over to Brogdon for a wide open 3-point shot. Good, and we are tied. McBride over to inbounds to Cameron Payne. Payne with the ball. Looking. Finds McBride. Over to Cameron Payne to Precious Achiuwa. Back to Deuce McBride. McBride, and deflected. It'll be Knicks ball. 7 seconds on the shot clock when the Knicks inbound. All right, Deuce McBride. Inbounds to Cameron Payne. Payne around the town screen. Payne, and turnover on the Knicks. Cameron Payne will be called for a carry, a Palmer violation. So it'll be Wizards ball. All right, George inbounds to Sarr. Sarr with the ball. Guarded by Cameron Payne. Over to George. George in the lane. Shot up and good. All right, Knicks with the ball. Towns inbounds to Deuce McBride. McBride looking. Trying to finds Towns. Towns guarded by Sarr. Towns in the lane. Shot is up and good. Tied at 40. All right, Wizards inbound. Sarr inbounds to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball and turns it over. It'll be Knicks ball. So both teams a little bit sloppy in the early going. All right, Knicks are inbound. Towns inbounds to Deuce McBride. McBride with the ball across the timeline. McBride looking, finds Towns, guarded by Champagne. Towns in the lane. Spinning, shoots, and scores. Knicks up 2. And the foul. Basket good and the foul. So Towns will be at the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. And Towns at the free throw line. His free throw is up and it's good. 3-point Knicks lead, 43-40. 8:47 left to go in the second quarter. Wizards with the ball. George inbounds to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball. Cross half court. And that foul's on Alex Sarr. So the rookie has 3 fouls for the Wizards. Sarr with the ball. Guarded by Towns. Sarr shot is up. No good. Rebounded and turnover by Brogdon. Here comes the Knicks. Cameron Payne. Pull up 3-point shot up and no good. It'll be Wizards ball. And Tom Thibodeau probably like, yo, what was that, man? He's like, pass the ball a little bit. All right. Kispert inbounds to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball. Back to Kispert. Over to Sarr. The Kispert has a shot. Shot is up and good. All right, 43-42. Towns inbounds to Cameron Payne. Payne over to Towns. Towns in the corner. Larry Shamet for his 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Sarr. Here comes the Wizards over to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball with Deuce McBride. Brogdon shot is up. No good. And it'll be Knicks ball. Or they're going to change the call and like Wizards ball. So it'll be Wizards ball. All right, so Knicks make some substitution. Josh Hart will come back in. All right, Koulibaly over to that was Carrington over to Valanciunas. Valanciunas to Carrington, and it's a foul on the play B on Deuce McBride. Tripping. All right, Carrington on inbound. Looking over to Valanciunas, over to George. George with the ball guarded by Cameron Payne. George over to Valanciunas. Valanciunas looking in the lane. Hook shot is up and good. 44-43. Wizards take the lead. Knicks inbounds. Towns over to Cameron Payne to Josh Hart. Hart looking out to Deuce McBride for his 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas ahead over to Carrington. Carrington around the Valanciunas screen. Down the lane. Lays it up and in. 3-point Wizards lead. Knicks inbounds. Towns over to Josh Hart. Over to Cameron Payne. Payne lays it up and in. 1-point Wizards lead. Wizards inbound. Valanciunas over to Carrington. Carrington back to Valanciunas. Over to Champagne. Champagne in the lane, in the corner to Koulibaly, to Corey Kispert for a wide open 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Cameron Payne. And here comes the Knicks. Payne over to Deuce McBride. Over to Karl Anthony Towns for his 3-point shot up. No good. Rebounded by the Wizards, George. And here comes the Wizards. Over to Champagne, and he turns it over. Out of bounds. It'll be Knicks ball after the timeout. Timeout on the floor. Wizards up 46-45, 6:24 left to go in the second quarter. So far, like I said, Knicks coming a little bit sluggish and playing a little sleepwalking in this game. Wizards had the night off the day before. Knicks played the night. Knicks played the Orlando Magic last night, winning in a blowout towards the end, 108-85. All right, like I said, also on the network, man, my brother, Unpopular Opinion Sports, NYG is streaming live over there right now. BYU versus Colorado in the Alamo Bowl. NYG, Unpopular Opinion Sports, and Big Pat Sports Talk is streaming right now. Doing calling that game on the network, so make sure you go and tap in and support over there. All right. Also, like I said earlier, Iowa State comes back to beat the Canes, the Miami Hurricanes, and Cam Ward, 42-41. Ward, like I said, left in the third quarter, middle third quarter. All right, so it'll be Knicks ball after the timeout. All right. So back to action. All right, Knicks inbounds. Mikal Bridges back in the game along with Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby in the game. Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson. Knicks starters all back in. Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns. Brunson over to Bridges, back to Brunson. Brunson down the lane over to OG Anunoby for a shot up and in. Knicks go back up one. All right, Koulibaly inbounds to Valanciunas, back to Koulibaly. Koulibaly looking around the Valanciunas screen. Over to George. George in the corner to Champagne. Over to Valanciunas. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Towns. Here comes the Knicks. Towns over to Brunson. Brunson in the corner to OG Anunoby for his three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas over to Carrington. Over to Koulibaly. Koulibaly with the ball. Around the Valanciunas screen in the corner to Carrington. Wide open for a three-point shot. Good. Where's this go back up to? Brunson inbounds to Towns. Back to Brunson. Over to Josh Hart. Hart in the lane. His shot is blocked. And here comes the Wizards. Valanciunas over to Carrington. Carrington with a shot in the lane. No good. Rebounded by Towns. Towns with the ball. Over to Brunson. Brunson over the timeline. Brunson down the lane. Out to OG Anunoby to Mikal Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Still with the ball. Bridges in the lane. Bridges. Fall away shot up and good. And we're tied at 49. All right. Valanciunas inbounds to George. George looking over to Valanciunas. Over to Carrington for his three-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby, and it'll be Knicks ball. All right. Knicks inbounds. Brunson over to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Brunson around the Josh Hart screen. Brunson looking in the lane. It's a ball and it's knocked away. And here comes the Wizards. Stolen to Champagne. And he almost loses the ball and he throws it out. So it'll be Knicks ball again. A little sloppy by both teams now. 4:11 left to go in the second quarter. Tied up at 49. Hart inbounds all the way, throws it all the way up to Karl Anthony Towns for the layup. Knicks go up 2. Timeout on the floor by the Wizards. Coach Keith didn't like that. The guys got beat off a transition. All right, so 2-point Knicks lead. 4:11 left to go in the second quarter. All right, like I said, man, this game looked like the Orlando game from yesterday, man. Knicks coming out sluggish and all this stuff, and the game is close. And then hopefully, like I said, Knicks finish out either the second quarter or the third quarter, have a strong second or third quarter to take control of the game and put it on ice. All right, like I said, man. Let's go Knicks. Like I said, wake up, man. Like I said, he could probably play some of the rookies tonight. You know what I'm saying? They got fresh legs. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them, they didn't even play in yesterday's game, last night's game anyway. Yeah, like I said, the thing with Knicks, like I said, they just gotta get that chemistry down pack, man, with these guys and stuff like that, man. So it's gonna take some time. All right, back to action. Be Wizards ball. Wizards will have the ball. All right, Carrington over to Koulibaly. Koulibaly with the ball out to George. George pull up 3-point shot up and good. 52-51. Wizards go back up. Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball around a Josh Hart screen. Brunson looking. Finds OG and Anunoby in the post. OG in the post. OG step back jump shot up. No good. Rebounded by OG and Anunoby to Josh Hart. And Wizards had the ball over to Champagne to George. George pull up 3-point shot again. Out of bounds would be Knicks ball. And Towns inbounds to Josh Hart. Hart lays it up and in. And a foul. 53-52. Hart will be at the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. And their coach, Brian Keefe, is mad. Towns fired the pass to Josh Hart down and scored. And Hart's free throw is up, and it's good. 2-point Knicks lead, 54-52. So the Knicks started their own fast break. All right, so it's the Wizards ball. Down to 3:22 left to go in the second quarter. Wizards inbounds. George inbounds. Inbounds to Carrington. Carrington with the ball. Over to George. George. Over and down to Valanciunas in the post. Valanciunas. Back out to Carrington, to Koulibaly, to George. Back to Valanciunas. Valanciunas with the hook shot up and good. Looked like he hooked that way with an offensive foul. 2-point Towns inbounds to Josh Hart in the corner to OG Anunoby. His 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Throws an alley-oop lob to Karl Anthony Towns for the dunk. 2-point Knicks lead. Wizards inbound. Valanciunas inbounds to Carrington. Carrington over to George. George in the lane. Out to Carrington to Champagne for the 3. Up and good. 57-56. All right. Brunson inbounds to Towns. Dewani, what's good, bro? Thanks for tapping in. You already know what it is. Blue and orange skies. OG Anunoby in the corner for the 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by the Wizards. Over to Koulibaly. And here comes the Wizards. With Carrington. His 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded, and it'll be Knicks ball. Down 1, 57-56. Yeah, this game kind of looks like yesterday's game when the Knicks was playing the Orlando Magics. You know, it was playing around the Magics until like the third quarter. Because, like I said, Knicks are on a back-to-back from last night. You know, they played Orlando last night and got the dub in a blowout in the third and the fourth quarter. So Knicks come out a little bit flat. All right, Brunson inbounds to Bridges. Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson back to Bridges. Bridges in the lane. Looking, finds Towns. His shot is up. No good. And it's a 3-second violation. 3 seconds? Man, come on, man. Yeah, what's up, Dewana? Yeah, you know, they streaming on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, the BYU Colorado game as well. Doing that stream, NYG and Big Pat Sports Talk doing that game. All right, Wizards with the ball. Carrington with the ball. Over to Brogdon, and the pass is stolen by OG Anunoby, and he'll go in for the dunk. 58-57. Knicks go back up 124 left to go in the second quarter. Wizards inbound. Brogdon inbounds to Carrington. Carrington with the ball over to Koulibaly. Koulibaly with the 3-point shot up and good. 60-58. Wizards go back up. Knicks with the ball. Bridges inbounds to Brunson. Brunson trying to find Towns. Over to Towns. Towns with Sarr on him. Sarr has 3 fouls. Over to Mikal Bridges, cut to the basket. Nice. And we're all tied at 60. 49 seconds left to go. Wizards with the ball. Brogdon inbounds. To Sarr. Back to Brogdon. Brogdon, pull up 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Towns. Towns over to Brunson. If the Knicks hurry, they can get a 2-for-1. Brunson with the ball. 30 seconds, 28. And he pulls it back out. We're tied at 60. 23 seconds left to go. Brunson at the top of the key. 3-point line. Brunson, pull up 3-point shot up. No good. Rebounded by George. And here comes the Wizards. George, 13 seconds left for hole for one. Back to over to Carrington. Back to George. George with the shot. In the corner to Alex Sarr for his 3-point shot is an air ball, no good. And we are at halftime. Score is 60 up. We'll see Sanders next season. Right now, it's all about the Knicks. Yeah, right now it's all about the Knicks. But, you know, some guys want to get their look at Shedeur, who could possibly be a Giant, or Cam Ward. Cam Ward played earlier in that game. He had a big game. So they end up losing. We're saying came back 42-41. Cam Ward left middle of the third quarter. They put the backup in. So that's how Iowa State came back and won that game. But, yeah, man, so we're tied at 60. And I'll be back with the halftime stats after a word from our sponsors, courtesy of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network.
Welcome to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network.
All right, first half stats for the Knicks. Mikal Bridges had 14 points in the first half. OG Anunoby had 6 points. Karl Anthony Towns had 16 points and 9 boards. Already headed for a double-double already. Jalen Brunson had 13 points, 5 assists. Josh Hart had 3 points and 4 rebounds. Off the bench, Precious Achiuwa had 3 points. Cameron Payne with 2. Deuce McBride with 3 points. The overall shooting for the Knicks, 24 of 45 for 53%. 3-point shooting, 4 of 17 for 24%. Free throw shooting, much better tonight, 8 of 9 for 89%. Knicks got 18 rebounds and 14 assists, 5 steals, and 7 turnovers. For the Washington Wizards, Alexander Sarr with 7 points, Justin Champagnie with 12, Malcolm Brogdon has 5 points, Bilal Coulibaly has 7, Carlton Carrington with 11 points. Off the bench, Keyshawn George with 8 points, Corey Kispert with 4, Jonas Valanciunas with 6 points off the bench and 4 rebounds. Overall shooting for the Washington Wizards, 25 of 49 for 51%. 3-point shooting, 8 of 20 for 40%. Free throw shooting, 2 of 2 for 100%. And they have 22 rebounds, 16 assists, 9 turnovers in the game. Once again, the halftime, Wizards and Knicks tied at 60. Like I said, Knicks need to have a strong third quarter and take control of this game in the third quarter, man. And, you know, Wizards have no business being in the game right now. But like I said, Knicks are playing on the back end of a back-to-back. So they come out a little bit flat. But hopefully in the second half, they can get their legs together. Looking at other scores around the NBA. OKC over Charlotte, 102-84, 5:45 left to go in the fourth quarter in that game. Also, a game that went final. Atlanta beats Miami 120-110. And games are starting a little bit later. 8 o'clock games. Milwaukee at Chicago. 8:30 game. Phoenix at Golden State. 9 o'clock game. Detroit at Denver. 9:30 game. Philadelphia at Utah. 10 o'clock Dallas at Portland. And last game 10:30 Sacramento Kings at LA Lakers. And that is scores around the league. Like I said, thank you guys for tapping in, man, from YouTube, Twitter, and all social media platforms, man. This live watch stream, Knicks versus Washington Wizards from Capital One Arena in DC. Knicks and the Wizards tied at 60 apiece. Like I said, hopefully, like I said, third quarter, Knicks going to make some adjustments, have a strong third quarter and take control of this game and get this dub. Knicks coming in on a 6-game win streak, coming in the season 21-10 on the season. Knicks are winners of their last 16 out of 20 games. So Knicks are riding high right now, man. Keep it going. Like I said, with teams like this on the schedule, you got to take advantage of the schedule, man. Knicks, if they win tonight, like I said, our game be 7 in a row, and they play these same Wizards again Monday night back here in Washington. And then New Year's Day, Wednesday, they'll play the Utah Jazz at home in New York. But for right now, it's going to be the Wizards tonight, and then Monday, play the Wizards again in DC. Hopefully can get both wins and stack these wins like we be talking about. Stack these wins. Like I said, Knicks right now, third in the East right now and over on the Eastern Conference. And like I said, Towns already got 16 points, 9 boards. He's already got headed for another double-double already. Going to have a big night, man. So, which has been it's been great, man. Like I said, it's almost like you just come to expect it now, man. Like I said, with the Knicks and Towns and stuff like that. Only thing Knicks got to get down pat is their defense. Offense, not a problem. It's just the defense, just missing defensive assignments and things like that and tightening the screws on D. Once they get that, hey, and they start getting Mitchell Robinson back and stuff like that, more defense coming, hey, we're going to be right back in there, man. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Defense and free throws. Yeah, free throws. Yeah, free throw shooting has been a problem this season already, man. It's like Knicks leaving a lot of points at the charity stripe. And also some rebounding too, I mean, Towns and Josh Hart rebound for the most, but if they could get more rebounding out of Bridges and Anunoby and Brunson and other guys, that'll help out too. Because I know Towns and Hart is like the main rebounders, but all hands got to be on deck, man. Rebounding is part of defense. If you get a lot of rebounds, stops the second chance points, the extra points and stuff like that, and takes away, that's the stop. One and done. Let's do a one and done, man. Missed shots, one and done. Let's get the rebound. Let's kick it out. Let's go. But you got to get the rebound first. I mean, like I said, Towns corral the rebound. He's the leading rebound in the NBA right now, averaging about 14 rebounds, 13.9, 14 rebounds a game. And we already know Josh Hart can rebound and stuff like that. There ain't no problem with him, But like I said, the other guys got to help out, man. Once they do that, everything will be straight, man. We'll be straight. Like I said, knock on wood. Like I said, let's just have no too many injuries and stuff like that this season. I want to see how the Knicks going to perform, during the whole season into the playoffs. But like I said, for the right now, these guys getting their chemistry down pack and stuff like that. Knicks are 31 games in already, so that's a good thing. Guys are getting, acclimated to each other and stuff like that, getting used to playing with each other and stuff like that. Just got to just on the offensive end they are, but on the defensive end, it's like guys are blowing some assignments or not picking up a man or something like that. So they just got to get that communications down pack on that end. Yeah, Victor Wembanyama over there playing chess in Washington Square Park. And people showed up in the rain to watch Victor Wembanyama play some chess in New York City. All right, right now tied at 60 at half. Like I said, in the third quarter, like I said, Knicks need to have a strong third quarter, put the clamps on the Wizards, man, and let's get a lead in the third quarter. And then, like I said, try to put the clamps on these guys, man, and get this dub. This has got to be a dub tonight. All right, like I said, man, started the season off 5-4, and Cal Bridges was struggling. A lot of people was like already, calling it what you call like going in on Bridges and stuff like that. But hey, you got to give it some time, man. Like I said, even though he's doing good right now, still got to give it some more time. Like I said, with Bridges and Towns, with these guys, man. Like I said, the Celtics, they've been together for some years. The Cleveland Cavaliers, the same thing, have been together for some years too, and stuff like that. Last 3 years and stuff, 2-3 years. Milwaukee Bucks, everybody know about them and stuff like that. Atlanta Hawks, yeah, just about. But like I said, Knicks, like I said, with Bridges and Towns, man, those were two big additions that got to get acclimated, get used to these guys playing together, man. Like I said, I want to see what they're going to be. We only talking about 30 games into the season. What are they going to be like 2-3 years down the line? So that'll be another thing to look forward to and stuff like that. I mean, if this is what a glimpse of what it's going to be like in a, what I'm saying, that's a good glimpse though. That's a good, what you call it, But yeah, free throw shooting, got to make some more free throws. But also the Knicks, I know we homers and stuff like that, but there's a lot of calls that they don't make for the Knicks and stuff like that, man. Knicks should be going to free throw line a lot more, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And the refs, they know it, man. All right, about this. Start the third quarter off in a few minutes. Let's see, like I said, third quarter, man. Let's see how the Knicks come out in the third quarter. They've been coming out good, strong in the third quarter in some games and stuff like that to take control of the game. So hopefully they're going to do it in this game, take control of this game, because like I said, you let these guys keep hanging around, man. Hey, going to end up probably losing the game or something like that. Wizards, like I said, they were off last night. They didn't play, so they got fresh legs, you know what I'm saying? Well, the Knicks, like I said, they played last night, but maybe they got to play some more of the little rookies a little bit more and stuff like that, and that'll probably help too. Tibbs, play some of the rookies, Hukporti and Tyler Kolek, as well as Pakim Dadier. All right. I'm going to tip the third quarter off. I think the Wizards probably had the ball first in the third quarter. We'll see. Hopefully Tom Thibodeau giving them a little talk in in a locker room, telling them what they got to do, man. It's like, let's come out strong. Let's start this third quarter off strong. Hopefully we can get like a 14-2 run, 15-2 run Knicks or something like that, man, to get a little breathing room. Said Wizards right now playing with some house money, and plus no Kyle Kuzma, no Jordan Poole and stuff like that. So those guys are out for the Wizards and stuff like that. So Knicks, like I said, catching a break again, man. So hey, take advantage of these breaks that you're catching, man. All right, about to start the third quarter. Like I said, 60-60 tie right now. Like I said, hopefully let's see how the Knicks start out this third quarter, man. I want to thank all you guys for tapping in this live watch stream, Knicks versus Wizards. Thank you guys from YouTube, Twitter, and all social media platforms, man. If this is your first time to my channel, to the Man Cave Podcast, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also share it on all social media platforms, as well as go subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. The link is in the chat. Our one centralized location for all of our contents, man. Basketball, boxing, baseball, football, UFC, MMA, soccer, and wrestling. And as well as please go subscribe to all the members of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Right now, we are also streaming live on the network as well, streaming the BYU versus Colorado game right now, courtesy of my brother Unpopular Opinion Sports NYG and Big Pat Sports Talk, doing the Colorado versus BYU Alamo Bowl game right now on the network as well. All right, so third quarter starts. Knicks with the ball. Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball over to Bridges. Bridges to Hart. Hart looking. Finds Brunson. 7 seconds left to go. Brunson's going to have to hurry. He's going to have to hurry. Brunson in the lane. The shot is up. No good. Falls. No. Rebounded by Sarr. Over to Coulibaly. Over to Carrington. Back to Coulibaly. Down low to Champagne for the layup backdoor. See, that's what I'm talking about. Miscommunication on defensive end. Wizards go up 62-60. Brunson. Bridges inbound to Brunson. Brunson with the ball over to Hart. Hart over to Anunoby. Anunoby in the lane. Shot is blocked from behind by Alex Sarr. All right, so it'll be Knicks ball. All right, Knicks inbounds. Brunson looking. Brunson inbounds to Towns. Towns looking. Towns down the lane with the dunk. Big dunk by Karl Anthony Towns to tie it up at 62. Sarr inbounds to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball over to Coulibaly. Coulibaly over to Sarr. Sarr back to Coulibaly. Coulibaly looking, finds Carrington over to Brogdon. Brogdon guarded by Bridges. Over to Sarr. Sarr will have to put it up. His three-point shot is up, and it's a 24-second shot clock violation. Be Knicks ball. So Knicks are inbound. Bridges will inbound. Bridges to Brunson. Brunson back to Bridges. Over to Hart. Backdoor to Brunson. Cutting backdoor. Nice. 64-62. All right. Wizards inbounds. Champagne inbounds to Coulibaly. Coulibaly over to Alex Sarr for his three-point shot up and good. Wizards go back up one. Alex Sarr with the three. All right. Anunoby inbounds to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Coulibaly. Over to Hart. Hart back to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Brunson in the lane. Floater in the lane up and good. Knicks go back up one. Carrington inbound to Coulibaly. Back to Carrington. Carrington with the ball guarded by Brunson. Over to Sarr. Sarr with the ball. Looking. Finds Carrington. Carrington with the shot up and good. Oh, no, that's Coulibaly with the shot up and good. Knicks inbounds. Towns over to Brunson. Brunson down the lane. Throws it back out to Josh Hart for his three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Champagne. Here comes the Wizards. Over to Coulibaly. Back to Champagne. Over to Sarr. Sarr down the lane. Fall away. Jump shot up. No good, but put right back in by Champagne. All right. Wizards up three. Brunson inbounds to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Brunson with the ball over to Josh Hart. Hart looking. Finds Brunson. Brunson throws down to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns spin move up and in. 69-68. Here comes the Wizards. Sarr over to Carrington. Carrington to Champagne. Champagne to Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon in the lane. Back out to Sarr for his pull-up three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. Over to Mikal Bridges in the corner for his three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Carrington. Carrington with the ball. Carrington over to Malcolm Brogdon. Wide open three-point shot. Up and good. So Wizards go up by 4. Knicks inbounds. Hart over to Brunson. Brunson over with the ball around the Hart screen. Brunson step back. Three-point shot, no good, but he is fouled by Sarr, and Brunson will be at the free throw line. So I don't know if it's a three-point shot or it's a two-point shot. All right. So Brunson at the free throw line. His first free throw is up and is good. I don't know if he was behind the line or not, but maybe just 2 shots. All right, Brunson's next free throw is up and it's good. So it looked like it was a 2-point shot. He must have stepped inside the 3-point line. All right. Carrington inbounds to Brogdon. Brogdon to Champagnie. Over to Koulibaly. Koulibaly with the ball over to Sarr. Sarr almost stolen by Anunoby. Back to Carrington. Back to Sarr. Underneath for Champagnie for the shot up and good. All right. Towns inbounds to Brunson. Brunson in the lane. Brunson guarded by Brogdon. Brunson looking, finds Josh Hart. Hart in the lane, lays it up and in. 74-72 Wizards. Wizards inbounds. Inbounds to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball, guarded by Mikal Bridges. Brogdon looking, finds Koulibaly, backdoor for the dunk. See, that's when the Knicks are not talking. They're not talking. That's what I'm saying on the back of that. Then that should never happen. All right, Knicks inbounds. Brunson inbounds to Hart. Hart back to Brunson. Brunson around Hart screen. Brunson step back 3-point shot is up and good. All right, Wizards inbound. Champagnie over to Brogdon. Brogdon over to Champagnie. Over to Sarr. Around a Brogdon screen. Brogdon around Champagnie. Brogdon shoots and scores a 3. So now everybody hitting shots now. Towns inbounds to Brunson. Brunson to Hart. And the ball is stripped. And it is turned over. It'd be Knicks ball. Easy fast break for the Wizards. And bad pass by Malcolm Brogdon. So timeout on the floor. 4-point Wizard lead, 79-75. 6:20 left to go in the third quarter. And yeah, they might might need to play the bench, man. Them guys played last night. All right. So like I said, Knicks, like I said, still got some dead legs from last night, man. Hopefully, like I said, it's only a 4-point game and stuff like that. But like I said, Wizards with some fresh legs. Knicks might have to play some of these rookies tonight, man. All right, back to action. 4-point Wizards lead. All right. So Knicks will inbound. Hart over to Brunson. Brunson back to Hart. Hart looking, finds Bridges. Bridges back to Hart. Hart guarded by Valanciunas. Hart with the ball, looking in the lane. Over to Brunson. Brunson shot in the lane, up and good, and a foul on Valanciunas. 2-point Wizards lead. Brunson will be at the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. Good up and under fake on Valanciunas. And Brunson's free throw is up, and it's good. 79-78, 1-point Wizards lead. All right, Wizards inbounds. Valanciunas over to Carrington. Carrington back to Valanciunas. Valanciunas looking. Finds Koulibaly. Koulibaly with a shot in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Towns. And Towns has his double-double. Towns with the rebound over to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. Out to OG Anunoby. OG finds Brunson in the corner. Mikal Bridges pull up three-pointer from the corner. Good. 81-79. 2-point Knicks lead. And here comes the Wizards. Valanciunas right back to Carrington. Carrington back to Valanciunas in the lane. Hook shot up and good. We're tied at 81. Towns over to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Over to Towns, guarded by Kispert. Over to Josh Hart in the corner to Mikal Bridges for his three-point shot from the corner again. No good. Rebounded by Bridges, up and no good, but he is fouled and he'll be at the free throw line. Good way to follow his shot. Bridges, offensive rebound, much needed. All right, Bridges, and hopefully he can make both of these free throws. His first free throw is up, and it's good. 82-81, Knicks up 1. 5:03 left to go. Substitution in the game. Precious Achiuwa coming for Karl Anthony Towns. All right. Bridges free throw, second free throw's up, and it's also good. 83-81. And also Deuce McBride will check into the game for the Knicks as well. All right, Wizards inbound the ball. Down 2. George inbounds to Carrington. Carrington over to Koulibaly. Back to George. George over to Koulibaly. Carrington down to Valanciunas. Valanciunas looking. Valanciunas finds Carrington with a 3-point shot, up and good. The Koulibaly. That's Koulibaly. 84-83. All right. Knicks inbounds. McBride inbounds to Brunson. Brunson around a pressure situation. Brunson in the lane. His floater is up and good. Knicks back up in front, 85-84, 4:27 left to go in the third quarter. All right. Carrington to Koulibaly over to Valanciunas. Valanciunas back to Koulibaly. Koulibaly in the lane, looking, finds Carrington, and he travels, so it'd be Knicks ball. All right. So Knicks with the ball. Brunson with the ball. Around the Precious Achua screen. Brunson looking. Pull up 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Over to Carrington. Over to George. 3-point shot. Good. Wizards go up 87-85. Wizards up 87-85. Precious Achua over to Jalen Brunson. All right, Knicks with the ball. Precious Achua in the lane. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And here comes the Wizards up 2. Valanciunas over to Carrington. Carrington with the ball. Over to Corey Kispert. Kispert with a 3-point shot up and no good. Rebounded by Precious Achua. Here comes the Knicks over to Brunson. Brunson looking over to Anunoby. Anunoby in the lane. Out to Brunson. His 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Precious Achua. Back to Brunson. Brunson in the corner to Mikal Bridges. And he stepped out. He traveled. So timeout on the floor. 2-point Wizards lead. 87-85. 2:52 left to go in the third quarter. And it'll be Wizards ball when we come back after the timeout. All right. All right. Like I said. All right, Knicks. Like I said, Knicks got to just pick it up, man. So this third quarter so far has been like just about even, man. In the third quarter, so Knicks really haven't, but they get a grip on this game. So Knicks got to do something, man. The longer these guys hang around, the longer they're gonna feel like they can win a game, man. The Knicks they gotta. I know it's hard because, like I said, they played last night a physical game against Orlando, but got to get some guys in, other guys in here to give these guys a little breather and stuff like that. And Deuce McBride and these other guys, the bench guys, got to really step up too. These guys are in, they got to score some points, man. Gonna need these points. All right, Wizards ball. All right, George inbounds to Carrington. Carrington with the ball. Carrington looking, finds Valanciunas. Valanciunas over to Corey Kispert. Kispert down the lane. His shot is up, no good, but he'll be at the free throw line. Got Deuce McBride up in the air. So Kispert at the free throw line. 87-85 Wizards. Kispert's first free throw is up, and it's good. 88-85. Kispert's second free throw is up and is also good. 89-85. Wizards with a 4-point lead. All right, Knicks inbound. Knicks got to get something going, man. Got to get something going. Bridges inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Brunson around the Precious Achua screen. Brunson out to McBride. Mikal Bridges from the corners, 3-point shot, in and out. No good. Rebounded by Champagne. Over to Corey Kispert. Kispert with the ball. Over to Valanciunas. Backdoor to Corey Kispert. Shot is up and good. 91-85. 6-point Wizards lead. All right. Knicks inbound. OG Anunoby inbounds to Jalen Brunson. Brunson around the Precious Achua screen. Brunson guarded by Valanciunas. And an offensive foul. That was away from the ball, but bad foul, man, away from the ball. All right, Wizards with the ball. Carrington with the ball. Over to Valanciunas. Valanciunas fakes the shot in the lane. And the ball is stolen by OG Anunoby to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Brunson out to Deuce McBride for his 3-point shot. Way off, no good. Rebounded by Carrington. Here comes the Wizards over to George. George back to Carrington. Carrington in the lane. His shot is up and good. 8-point Wizards lead. 1:18 left to go in the third quarter. Timeout on the floor, Knicks. So the Wizards are up by 8 points now. So far in that the BYU Colorado game, BYU up 10-0 over Colorado in that game in the second quarter. 9:54 left to go in the second quarter. So Colorado is scoreless right now in that game. I don't know what Shedeur Sanders and them is doing, but you know, this is for the national stage, bro. You gotta show up and show out, man, on the national stage. So Wizards out to an 8-point lead on the Knicks. All right, back to action. Wizards with the ball. Knicks with the ball. OG Anunoby shot inside, no good. That should have been a foul too. No call. Corey Kispert with the rebound. Kispert pull up 3-point shot. Nobody on him. Good. 96-85. 11-point Wizards lead. So Wizards are on a 12-0 run in the last 2:40 in the third quarter. So Wizards have a strong closeout, a strong third quarter. Brunson with the ball. Brunson in the lane. Brunson up and in and a foul. 96-87. 9-point Wizards lead. 47 seconds left to go. Brunson will be at the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. But like I said, Wizards close out this third quarter on a strong third quarter, 12-0 run to take this lead. Now the Knicks got to fight back to come back into the game again, so all right. Brunson's free throw is up and it's good. 96-88. 8-point Wizards lead, 47 seconds left to go. All right, Wizards with the ball. George inbounds to Valanciunas, back to George. And Jalen Brunson in this game, 30 points in this game, 17 in this quarter. George, guarded by McBride. George over to Valanciunas. Valanciunas to Coulibaly. His three-point shot is up, no good, rebounded by Bridges. And the ball is stolen by Champagnie because Bridges is not Champagnie in the lane. Shot is up and good. So a 10-point Wizards lead, 21 seconds left to go. All right, OG Anunoby inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. 10-point Wizards lead. Knicks will play for the last shot. Brunson in the lane, down the lane. Brunson floater in the lane, up and good. Wizards inbounds, and that'll do it. Third quarter be over. Third quarter, at the end of the third quarter, Wizards up 98-90. 8-point Wizards lead. So the Knicks have to come back into this game again. Have to come back. Have to make another comeback. So, like I said, 8-point Wizards lead. Hopefully, like I said, the Knicks come back in this fourth quarter, man, and get this dub. This is, like I said, I know they played last night, but this is a dub they got to get, man. 6-game win streak. Let's keep it going. Let's get it to a 7-game win streak. Like I said, hopefully they got a little bit left in them, man. Hopefully Knicks got a little bit left in them, man, to make this little comeback, man. Let's get this dub, man. Let's get this dub. About to start the fourth quarter, be Wizards ball. So, like I said, Knicks gonna have to have a big quarter, man. Come back in this game, man, to come back and take this game. Yeah, not a good third quarter for the Knicks. Outscored by the Wizards 38-30 in the third quarter. Too many points. Too many points in the game for the Wizards in the third quarter. All right, Wizards ball. Champagnie inbounds to George. George over to Kispert. And what is it? It's a foul. They call a foul. I thought it was like a jump ball or... All right, Wizards are inbound. Brogdon will inbound. Inbound to Valanciunas. over to George. George over to Brogdon in the lane. His shot is up, no good, but he is fouled, and Brogdon will be at the free throw line. All right, so Brogdon will be at the free throw line. His first free throw's up, and it's good. 99-90. All right, Brogdon's second free throw's up, and it's also good. 100-90, 10-point Wizards lead. Knicks can't play. They can't play basket for basket, man. They gotta make some stops on the defensive end. All right, Knicks inbound. Precious Achua inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball over to Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. Shot is up and good. 192. All right, Brogdon inbounds to Valanciunas. Back to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball over to Valanciunas. Back to Brogdon. Brogdon in the lane to Valanciunas. His shot is up. Nope. He just throws the ball. Passes stolen by Josh Hart over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges pull up 3-point shot is up. No good. Tap back out to Brunson. His 3-point shot is up and good. 195. All right. Valanciunas inbounds to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball. On a 3-point line. Brogdon looking. Still looking. Finds Valanciunas. Back to Brogdon. Brogdon in the lane. His shot is blocked by Karl-Anthony Towns to Brunson. And here comes the Knicks on the run. Brunson looking. Brunson. And he is blocked by Valanciunas. And here comes the Wizard Kispert over to Brogdon. And he throws the ball away looking for Corey Kispert. So it's a 5-point Wizards lead, early fourth quarter, 10:37 left to go in the fourth quarter. Wizards with a 5-point lead, and Deuce McBride will come into the game for the Knicks. All right, Knicks with the ball, inbound the ball. Deuce McBride with the ball over to Precious Achua. Achua over to Josh Hart. Hart looking to Karl-Anthony Towns. His fall-away jump shot is no good. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas with the ball. Crosses the timeline. Valanciunas looking. Finds Brogdon. Brogdon in the lane. And the pass is stolen by Mikal Bridges. And he throws it right back to the Wizards. And they have the ball. Corey Kispert with the ball. Looking over to Brogdon. Brogdon to George. George, 3-point shot is up. No good. Out of bounds. It'll be Knicks ball. And the Knicks will inbound. Towns will inbound the ball. Inbounds to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. Back to Towns. Towns. Around Champagne and Towns. Pull up 3-point shot up and good. 198. Knicks have cut the lead down to 2. Timeout on the floor, Wizards. So the Knicks are back within 2. All right, so the Knicks making a little charge right here. Like I said, hopefully they can make some more defensive stops, man. And all right, looking like in the Colorado game, it's like BYU look like they're going up 17-0 over the Colorado Buffaloes, man. Not a good showing for Shador Sanders and the Buffaloes, man. Not a good showing at all, man. Can't come into the big game in the bowl game and wet the bed, man. Cannot wet the bed, bro. You got to show up. You know what I'm saying? You got to show up, man. It's one thing is like to lose a game, but it's another thing to get blown out, man. You're getting blown out. All right, back to action. All right, so Wizards will inbound the ball. All right, Brogdon with the ball over to Corey Kispert. Kispert to Valachunas. Valachunas over to Brogdon. Brogdon down the lane. Shot is up, no good, but he is fouled by Mikal Bridges. So Brogdon will go back to the free throw line. Wizards up by 2. Brogdon's first free throw is up, and it's good. 101-98. All right, Brogdon's second free throw is up and is also good. 102-98. 4-point Wizards lead. Brogdon with 15 points in the game. Knicks inbound Towns. Inbounds to Deuce McBride. On the floor for the Knicks is McBride, Precious Achua, Towns, Bridges, and Hart. Towns over to over to Towns. Josh Hart, the offensive rebound, over to Deuce McBride. McBride with the ball in the lane. Step back jump shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Champagne. And here comes the Wizards. Over to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball around the Valachunas screen. Back to over to Valachunas. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Towns. And here comes the Knicks. Towns with the ball. And fouls on the floor. All right, Knicks will inbound. All right, McBride inbounds to Mikal Bridges. Bridges back to McBride. McBride back to Bridges. Over to Towns. Towns looking. Towns still looking. Posting up. Turnaround shot is up and good. 102-100. All right, Kispert inbounds to Brogdon. Knicks down 2. Over to Kispert for his 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Precious Achua. Over to Deuce McBride. McBride with the ball. Across the timeline. Knicks down 2. McBride. Calling the clear out. Over to Bridges to Josh Hart. Hart back to Bridges. Over to Deuce McBride. Karl Anthony Towns. Elbow 3-point shot up and good. Knicks go up 103-102. And the Knicks fans at the Capital One Arena is up and standing. All right. Wizards inbound. Brogdon over to George. Back to Brogdon. Over to Champagne for his 3-point shot, and it is good. 105-103. Wizards go back up. All right. Knicks inbound. Josh Hart inbounds to Deuce McBride. $23 points on the night for Justin Champagne. McBride with the ball looking. And it's deflected out. And look like Jalen Brunson will enter the game back for Deuce McBride. All right, so Knicks will inbound. So Bridges inbounds to Towns. Towns looking in the lane. Man, it looked like defensive 3 seconds. Towns step back, jump shot up and good. We are tied at 105. Man, they let them guys get it with defensive 3 seconds. Them guys just clogging up the lane. All right. Wizards with the ball. Carrington over to Koulibaly. Koulibaly back to Carrington. Koulibaly with the ball. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Towns. Here comes the Knicks. Towns over to Brunson. Brunson directing traffic at the 3-point line over to Bridges. Bridges looking for Towns. Finds Towns in the corner. Towns. And he throws the ball away to Champagne in the lane. Champagne. Shot is up and good. Wizards go back up 107-105. Knicks inbounds. Brunson over to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. Hart down the lane, lays it up and in. We're tied at 107. Sarr inbounds to Carrington. Carrington with the ball. Carrington over to Koulibaly. Koulibaly with the ball in the lane. Koulibaly, his shot in the lane up and good. 109-107. Wizards go back up. Bridges inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball across the timeline, guarded by Koulibaly. Brunson around a Towns screen. Now looking for Towns. So somebody got to cut over to Josh Hart in the paint. Hart in the lane. Over to Jalen Brunson for his pull-up three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Carrington. And here comes the Wizards. 5:36 left to go in the fourth quarter. 2-point Wizards lead. Carrington over to Sarr. Sarr with the ball over to Keyshawn George for a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Sarr. Nobody got the rebound. Sarr, another three-point shot. No good. Rebounded and is tipped back in by George, and a timeout on the floor. Wizards are out hustling the Knicks right now. They're getting all the loose balls, getting offensive rebounds and stuff like that. Knicks are like standing flat-footed. All right, I want to thank everybody for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, and all social media platforms to the Man Cave Podcast. If this is your first time to my podcast, please hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also share this on all social media platforms. And also, please go subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. The link is in the chat right there. Our one centralized location for all of our contents. Also on the network tonight, man, they're streaming the BYU versus Colorado game at the Alamo Bowl. And I think BYU's up 17-0 over Colorado in the second quarter. So if you want, you could go in and tap in over there and also go show some support. But like I said, please hit that like and subscribe button, man. It's free. Cost you nothing, man. Just hit that subscribe button so I can keep bringing you great content, especially Knicks basketball, Knicks content, Giants content, as well as Duke basketball. All right, so Knicks down 4 with a timeout, man. Knicks got to make their last run and stuff, last stand, but they got to play some better defense. All right. After the timeout, Karl Anthony Towns with 30 points and 12 rebounds, man. Another double-double, man. Got 10 points in the fourth quarter and stuff like that. Another big game for Karl Anthony Towns. Well, it looks like it's become to be the norm now. Knicks inbounds Hart over to Brunson. Brunson with the ball across the timeline over to Towns. Brunson guarded by Sarr. Around the Josh Hart screen. Brunson in the lane. Brunson at the top of three-point key. Pull-up three-point shot is up. No good. And it'll be Wizards ball. And it just feels like it's just one of them nights, man, where the Knicks just cannot, playing on the back-to-back and stuff like that. They just don't got it. He just don't got that pop. All right, Wizards with the ball. Koulibaly with the ball in the lane. Kicks it out to George, out to Champagne for his three-point shot up and good. 114-107, 7-point Wizards lead. Knicks with the ball. Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson over to Bridges. Bridges with the Towns. And a foul on the floor. 4:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. Knicks down 114-107 to the Washington Wizards. All right, Knicks inbounds. Brunson looking. Inbounds to Bridges. Bridges over to Brunson. Knicks have gone cold. Haven't scored in the last 3 minutes. Over to Anunoby. Anunoby to Brunson. Brunson around the Anunoby screen. Brunson in the lane. His shot is up. No good, but he is fouled. He'll be going to the free throw line. Like I said, if you just joined us, no Kyle Kuzma or Jordan Poole for the Wizards. Both of them was out for this game. All right. Brunson's first free throw at the free throw line. Knicks down 114-107. Brunson's first free throw is up and is good. The Capital One Knicks fans in there, they just want to explode right now, but the Knicks are trailing right now. Guys can't wait to explode if the Knicks come back and win this game. Brunson's second free throw is up and is good. 114-109. 5-point Wizards lead. So Knicks got their work cut out for them. And Wizards inbound. Champagne inbounds to Koulibaly. Jalen Brunson with 39 big points in this game. Koulibaly with the ball over to Carrington. Carrington to Sarr. Back to Sarr. Out to Koulibaly. Koulibaly guarded by Brunson. In the lane. His shot is up. No good. And it looked like it's going to be basket interference. So it'll be Knicks ball. So Knicks down 5, 3:54 left to go. Can the Knicks make the one last surge and make a comeback to try and win this game? All right, Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Brunson over to Hart. Hart back to Brunson. Down 5. Brunson with the ball. Brunson with Sarr on him in the lane. Brunson's shot is up and good. 41 on the night for Jalen Brunson. Sarr inbounds to Koulibaly. Koulibaly over to Carrington in the corner. Champagne again for a three-point shot up and good. 117-111. OG Anunoby over to Brunson. Brunson around the Josh Hart screen. Brunson looking. Passes out to OG Anunoby for his three-point shot up and good. 117-114. Three-point game. Sarr inbounds to Koulibaly. Koulibaly looking over to Carrington. Carrington to Sarr. Sarr out to George or Anunoby. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Brunson. Here comes the Knicks. Brunson with the ball. 3-point Wizards lead. Brunson looking over to Karl Anthony Towns in the corner to OG Anunoby for his three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Champagne. Over to Carrington. Carrington to Koulibaly. 2:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Wizards up 117-114. Koulibaly around the Sarr screen in the lane. Looking. Throws back out to George. George back to Koulibaly. Koulibaly, 2 seconds left to go. Koulibaly, and the ball is deflected, and it'll be a 24-second shot clock violation and be Knicks ball. So good defense by the Knicks. Now they just got to score. 114, 117. Wizards up 3, 2:12 left to go in the fourth quarter. Can the Knicks make one last push? All right. So it looked like the Knicks are going to call a timeout on the floor. So timeout. Knicks with a timeout. 2:12 left to go. Like I said, can the Knicks make their last stand? Can the Knicks do it? Hey, Knicks on a 6-game win streak, man. Let's get this dub. Let's make it 7 in a row. And then we come back to play these same Wizards, man, on Monday. All right, let's see. 2:12 left to go, man. Let's see. Can the Knicks do it? Can they make this comeback down 3 points? Thank you guys for tapping in, man, from YouTube, Twitter, and all social media platforms to the Man Cave Podcast, man. Please hit that like and subscribe button, man. It costs you nothing. It's free to bring you great content like this. Knicks live stream versus the Washington Wizards from the Capital One Arena in D.C. All right, Knicks inbound. Brunson looking to inbound, finding Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. Over to Anunoby. Anunoby back to Brunson. Brunson, pull up 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Sarr. Here comes the Wizards. Over to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball. 1:55 left to go. Brogdon over to Sarr. Sarr guarded by Towns. Over to Brogdon. Guarded by Bridges. Around the Sarr screen. Brogdon with a shot in the lane. No good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Hart with the rebound. And like I said, Knicks took them. Don't even have to go a 3-point shot, but they've been shooting threes like the last 3 possessions. Brunson with the ball. Brunson over to Towns. Towns, 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Brogdon. And see, this is Knicks falling in love with the 3-point shot. They should just been trying to get some 2-point shots. Over to Brogdon with the ball. Across the timeline. Brogdon in no hurry right now. 3-point lead. Brogdon around a Sarr screen. Over to Carrington. Carrington in the lane. His pull-up jump shot is up and good. 119, 114. 5-point Wizards lead. 107 left to go in the fourth quarter. Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball, and he is fouled by Coulibaly. And Brunson will go to the will Brunson go to the free throw line? Nope. Inbound. All right, Brunson looking. Inbounds to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball back to Brunson. 1 minute left to go. Brunson guarded by Champagne. Brunson in the lane. Shot is up and in and a foul. So Brunson will be at the line for the 3-point play. 119, 116, 57 seconds left to go. Good take by Brunson. And Brunson's at the free throw line. Brunson's free throw is up, and it's good. 119, 117. 2-point Wizards lead. 57 seconds left to go in the game. And the Wizards inbound. Sarr over to Brogdon. Jalen Brunson, big game tonight. 44 points. 15 of 26 from the floor. Brogdon with the ball around the Sarr screen. Brogdon in the lane, push off. Brogdon looking out to Carrington, out to Koulibaly. Koulibaly, and his shot is in. No good. Rebounded by Sarr. Back out to Champagne, out to Brogdon. Brogdon to Koulibaly for a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Towns. And it'll be Knicks ball with 25 seconds left to go in the game. Knicks down 2. Can they come back and tie this game up? Let's go Knicks. 25 seconds left to go. Hart with the ball. Inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Brunson guarded by Koulibaly. Brunson in his bag. Brunson step back. Brunson in the lane. His shot is up and good. And we are tied at 119 apiece. 10 seconds left to go. Timeout on the floor, Washington. What a show. Jalen Brunson is putting Knicks on his back right now. 46 points in the game. 10 seconds left to 10.8 seconds left to go. It'll be Wizards ball to try to win the game at the end. But what a game by Jalen Brunson. 46 points in this game. Karl Anthony Towns a double-double with 30 points and 13 rebounds in this game. Good. I mean, Josh Hart had a good discipline not to touch that ball because it was right there. It looked like it was coming out, but then it just went right back in there, man. So good discipline by Josh Hart not to touch that. All right, let's see. Can the Wizards pull it out and win before regulation, or will it go into overtime? 10.8 seconds left to go. It'll be Wizards ball. Let's see if the Knicks got one more defensive stop in them to send this game into overtime. All right, Wizards will have the ball. Brogdon will inbound over to Koulibaly. Koulibaly with the ball. 8 seconds left to go. Koulibaly driving on Anunoby. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. And a timeout on the floor by the Knicks. So they'll see how many seconds left on there and stuff like that. But more than likely, it'll probably be like 0.3 or 0.4 seconds. Like I said, so we'll see if the Knicks can have a shot attempt or they have to. This game will go into overtime. But good comeback by the Knicks to at least try to win this game in regulation and also send it into overtime. If we didn't waste our effort shooting threes, we would be up. I know, man. I know. That's what happens, man. These dudes fall in love with that 3-point shot, man. It was down 3 points. They didn't have to take 3-point shots. Could take some 2-point shots. You know, they missed a lot of 3-point shots. Yeah, Knicks could have been up. 0.8 seconds left to go in the game to see if the Knicks could get a chance to win at the buzzer or if they're going to go into overtime. Yeah, it looks in that Colorado game, man. Like BYU is stomping a mud hole up in Colorado on Shedeur Sanders, man. 20-0 right now. You know, I haven't watched that game, but look at the score. In the Alamo Bowl, you got to show out. In the bowl games, you got to show up and show out, man. You're on center stage. All right. 0.8 seconds left to go. All right. Let's see who's going to inbound. Brunson will inbound. Brunson looking. Brunson inbounds to Towns, and it is no good. Almost. That would have won the game. So we are going to overtime. Overtime. That close for Karl Anthony Towns. So we'll be here for another 5 minutes again. Let me see. Did Sarr block that shot? Did he deflect it? I don't know if he might have deflected a little bit or something like that, but yeah, that would have been a game winner right there. Like I said, we'll be back Monday night again against the Wizards. Is back-to-back games against the Wizards in Washington. So if the Knicks could win this one and get a rest for that one day and then get back on Monday, yeah, we'll be ready in that game on Monday. But the Knicks played that back-to-back last night against Orlando. Physical team last night. Grueling game for the Knicks. They gutted it out. Like I said, they pulled it out in the third quarter, end of the third quarter to the fourth quarter when the Knicks really took charge of that game. But similar to this game, that game was close too until, like I said, the third and the fourth quarter and stuff like that. So going to overtime, hopefully the Knicks could pull it out in overtime, man. Like I said, some of these guys ain't got no legs, man. Brunson got 46 points right now. It's like he needed to play some of the rookies a little bit more tonight, man. To give these guys a little breather and stuff like that. Because these guys probably got some dead legs from yesterday playing against Orlando and like I said, back-to-back. Playing against these guys with some fresh legs, young guys. All right, so we're about to start the overtime. 5 minutes in this overtime. Yeah, play Shaman. Shaman played a little bit early on and stuff like that, but he ain't play him that much. Or Cameron Payne, those guys play early on, but they ain't play like much in the third or the fourth quarter and stuff. And that's another thing. They got to play those guys more in the third and the fourth quarter, give these guys a breather. All right. So the tip is up would be with Towns and Sarr, and Knicks got the tip. Hart over to Brunson. Brunson with the ball, guarded by Koulibaly. Brunson over to Bridges. Bridges with the ball, looking, still looking. Finds Towns. Towns over to Josh Hart. His 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Koulibaly. Here comes the Wizards. Koulibaly with the ball, guarded by Bridges. Koulibaly around the Sarr screen. Now switch Koulibaly over to Champagne. Champagne back to Koulibaly in the lane. His shot is blocked by Karl Anthony Towns, and here comes the Knicks. Over to Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson. Look like the Wizards are in a zone defense right now. Somebody got to cut to the middle, man. Just stop standing around the 3-point line. You got to cut across the free throw line. Brunson with a 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. And there's a foul on the floor. So Josh Hart gets fouled. But man, they playing the zone. That paint was open. You got to cut across the middle. You got to cut across the free throw line, bro. Somebody got to flash. You got to do something. You can't stand out by the 3-point line. Cut to the middle and make them, all right, Knicks inbounds. Brunson over to Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. Bridges over to Towns. Towns looking. Finds Josh Hart in the lane. His shot is up and good. 121-119. Wizards inbound. Sarr over to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball. Brogdon down the lane to Alex Sarr. But Karl Anthony Towns, no good. Rebounded by Hart. Here comes the Knicks. Hart over to Bridges. Bridges to Brunson. Brunson, corner 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Brogdon. Knicks missing too many 3-point shots. Got to lay off the 3-point shots. Okay, Champagne over to Brogdon. Brogdon down the lane, cutting back door to Carrington with the layup, and we are tied. Knicks will inbound the ball over to Josh Hart. Over to Mikal Bridges, who cut backdoor for the dunk. 123-121. Knicks up by 2. Sarr over to Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball. Yep, Josh Hart is a beast on the boards. Brogdon around a Sarr screen. Brogdon in the lane, looking over to Sarr. Back to Brogdon. Brogdon in the lane. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Towns. Over to Jalen Brunson. And here comes the Knicks. Brunson over to Josh Hart down the lane. Josh Hart lays it up and in. 4-point Knicks lead. Timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor, Wizards. And you can see the Knicks are gassed right now, man. Them guys are gassed. 2:35 left to go. Knicks up by 4. He said layups is the way to win a game. Yeah, man. It's easy, man. Like I said, just cut to the basket, man. Make them guys foul you or get on the free throw line. But if you shoot threes, if they go in, they go in. But if they're not going in, you just bailing the team out. And what's called is like them guys will get long rebounds, and then that's when get set up the fast break. But Knicks with a 4-point game right now. 2:35 left to go. Knicks got to dig in on the defensive side like they've been doing these last couple of possessions and stuff like that. But like I said, you could tell these guys gas, man. If they get this game, man, hey, they get that next day off and then play Monday night. Yeah, they're going to blow out the Wizards on Monday night. Just got to get that rest. This is a back-to-back game. They played Orlando last night. Now they're playing the Wizards tonight. So, hey, Wizards had the night off. Let's go, Knicks. Let's get this dub. We're on a 6-game win streak. Knicks have won 16 of their last 20 games. So Knicks are 21-10 on the season. 6 wins in a row. Let's go. Let's get win number 7 in a row. All right, Wizards ball. All right, Wizards inbounds over to Sarr. Sarr over to Brogdon. Brogdon down the lane, lays it up and in. Not a good defensive thing by the Knicks. Hart inbounds to Brunson. See Bridges in him is like, yo, yeah, went for the fake. Can't go for the fake, man. You got to stay on your feet. All right, Brunson with the ball. Brunson directing traffic around a Hart screen. 2-point Knicks lead. Brunson with Sarr on him. Brunson in the lane. Floater up and good. 127-123. All right, Wizards inbound the ball. Sarr inbounds to Brogdon. Brogdon across the timeline, guarded by Bridges. Brogdon looking, passes to Coulibaly. Coulibaly around the Sarr screen. Down the lane, Coulibaly looking. Over to Carrington for a fall-away shot. No good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby over to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball back to Brunson. Can't beat if we don't beat ourselves. That's right. All right, Brunson with the ball. Around the Josh Hart screen. Brunson in the lane. Another step back jump shot up and good. Jalen Brunson carrying the Knicks to 6-point Knicks lead. 1:18 left to go. Wizards with the ball. Carrington looking. And the ball is deflected to Sarr. His shot is up, no good, but he is fouled. Good D by the Knicks anyway. Foul by Karl Anthony Towns, and Sarr will go to the free throw line. 6-point Knicks lead, 1:11 left to go in the game. Big night for Brunson, man. Another 50 piece for Brunson, man. Yeah, Brunson making a lot of his 2-point shots compared to 3-point shots tonight, man. It's like, yo, lay off the 3-point shots and just hit the 2s. So Jalen Brunson's third 50-point game. Him and Richie Guerin has 3, but Bernard King has 5. So a couple more games shouldn't be too hard, probably, you know what I'm saying, to get that, at the rate they going, at the way the offense is going this season. All right. Sarr on the free throw line. First free throw's up, and it's good. 129-124 for the rookie. All right. Sarr's second free throw is up and is also good. 129-125. 4-point Knicks lead. 1:11 left to go in overtime. Can the Knicks hang on to win this game? Let's see. All right, Knicks inbounds. Josh Hart inbounds to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball, being guarded by Koulibaly. All right, Knicks in no hurry. Brunson in the lane. His shot is up. No good, but he is fouled, and he'll be at the free throw line. And that's what the Knicks need. Vintage Jalen Brunson, man. MVP Brunson is like Knicks are unstoppable, man. All right, Brunson step into the free throw line. Got to ice these free throws. 50 points for Brunson on the night. 18 of 31 field goal. 11 of 11 from the free throw line. Let's make it 12 and 13. All right, Brunson's first free throw is up, and it's good. 130, 125. 5-point Knicks lead. All right, Brunson's second free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Wizards. Knicks up 5, 130 to 125. It looked like it should have been a lane violation in there too. Sarr, and the rebounded by Koulibaly. Koulibaly in the lane. His shot is up and good, and a foul. Yeah, he looked like he was out of control to me. So Koulibaly will be at the free throw line. Wizards down 3 with 50 seconds left to go in. Let me see, that shit's more like a walk. Yeah. So Koulibaly, 50 seconds left to go. Koulibaly, his free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. And it'll be Wizards ball. Josh Hart has stepped out. I guess his foot touched the line. You have to look at it and see, but probably did touch the line, so it'll be Wizards ball. You got to know where you at on the court, man. Yeah, so it'll be Wizards ball. So Wizards catch a break, man. So they got a chance to tie this game up with a 3-point shot. All right. Carrington inbounds to Koulibaly over to Malcolm Brogdon for his 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Josh Hart over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball. 35 seconds left to go. All right, Brunson in the lane to Josh Hart, and the pass is stolen by Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball, lays it up and in. 20 seconds left to go. Knicks inbounds, Bridges over to Brunson. Knicks up 130 to 129. Knicks up 1. Brunson over to Hart to Mikal Bridges over to Jalen Brunson. And Brunson is fouled, and he'll be back at the free throw line. So Brunson got to make these free throws. 10.4 seconds left to go. Can Brunson make these 2 free throws? Make the Wizards have to shoot a 3-point shot. And I know Brunson is tired. He's tired as what, but got to step up and make these free throws. All right. Brunson's first free throw is up. And it's good. 131, 129. 2-point Knicks lead. All right, Brunson's second free throw is up. And it's also good. 132, 129. 3-point Knicks lead with 10.4 seconds left to go. Like I said, Brunson and Knicks are gassed right now, man. But timeout on the floor by Washington. 132, 129. Knicks fans in at the Capital One Arena in D.C. right now is going crazy, making noise and stuff like that. Like I said, hey, that's what it is, man. It's takeover, man. OG, come on. Yeah, man. It's, Knicks fans, man. Knicks fans take over any arena, bro. So Knicks fans are going crazy in D.C. like they were in Orlando last night, and they'll be back in D.C. again on Monday night too. So Knicks, 10.4 seconds. Knicks got to hold on to win this game, man. Got to hold on to get this dub, get that rest for tomorrow, and then come back Monday night and just blow the doors off of these guys. Let's go. We let these dudes stick around way too long. Yeah, of course, man. Let them stick around way too long. That's what I'm saying. This is what the Knicks begin like curricular activities, man. When they playing these teams like this, man, they make it a what you call it. Sometimes they might just put their foot on the gas early in the game, but sometimes, man, they just go through the motion with some of these teams, and it take a lot of energy out these guys. And like I said, I kind of knew it. Like I said, playing that game last night and playing, this game because Orlando's a physical team. I knew they was going to be having some dead legs, but hey, back to back. Let's get this dub, man. If you can hold on for this win, it'll be a great win, and then just get on to Monday night against the Wizards again. Let's get this 6-game win streak, make it 7 games in a row. All right, Wizards about to inbound the ball. George will inbound. All right, George looking inbounds to Malcolm Brogdon, and he is fouled immediately by Bridges, so he'll be at the free throw line. So it looked like they're probably going to be playing the foul game or something like that. Going to play the fouling game and stuff like that. So Brunson got a little breather with check back in. Brogdon at the free throw line. All right, Brogdon's first free throw is up, and it's good. 132, 130. Jalen Brunson will come back into the game. 9.3 seconds left to go. Brogdon's second free throw is up, and it's also good. 132, 131. 1 point Knicks lead. Knicks just got to inbound and just got to hit free throws because they're going to be fouling the Knicks now. Let me see if Washington is out of timeout. So the Knicks is, let me see. All right. So the Knicks will call a timeout as well. So to get the ball over the midcourt. But like I said, so if the Knicks inbound the ball, they have to go to the free throw line. And like I said, the Wizards are out of timeout. So after the Knicks make the free throw, Wizards going to have to go to full length. All right. Like I said, Wizards have no more timeouts. Knicks have one more timeout left. So if the Knicks can't inbound, then they could just call a timeout. Don't touch the ball if you're scared to shoot free throws. He said, well, hey, that's up to Tibbs to put free throw shooting guys in there, like Shamet, some other guys or something like that. I know, even though they probably cold or something like that. But big game for Jalen Brunson. 53 points tonight, 14 of 15 from the free throw line, 9 assists. 53 points on 18 of 31 field goal, almost a double-double. So 9.3 seconds left to go in the game. Knicks about to inbound. But Tibbs will have the starters in there, man. You should have like probably Josh Hart inbounding the ball. Over to Bridges, over to Josh Hart. And Josh Hart over to Brunson. Over to, what do they call a foul? He didn't even get touched. He didn't get touched. But Brunson never got touched on that play. Let me see. Over. So Brunson will be at the free throw line. But I didn't even think he got touched or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So Brunson got to go back and make a couple more free throws. All right. right, Brunson's first free throw is up and is good. 133-131. 2-point game. Just a big free throw Brunson got to make right now. 4.2 seconds left to go in the game. Brunson's second free throw is up, and it's also good. 134-131. Wizards have no timeouts left. Yeah. So let's see what the Knicks do. And Brunson's free throw is good. All right, so Coulibaly inbounds to Malcolm Brogdon, and he is fouled by Josh Hart. So they don't want him to shoot no three-point shots, so I guess they're going to foul him and stuff like that, man. This one's going to go down 134, 133. Knicks got one more timeout left, so, of course, if Brogdon makes both free throws, then the Knicks going to call the timeout to get the ball advanced past half court. All right, Brogdon at the free throw line. His first free throw is up, and it's good. 134-132. Precious Achiuwa would check into the game for the Knicks for right now. The Precious Achiuwa, Towns, and Anunoby were checking for Jalen Brunson. But the Knicks also got to look out for Brogdon if he misses the free throw. The Knicks got to get that rebound. All right. See if Brogdon going to miss this on purposely. The free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Josh Hart, and he gets fouled. So Josh Hart will go to the free throw line. Go to the free throw line to ice this game. 134-132, 0.7 seconds left to go. Big Lou, what's good, bro? Yeah, what up, bro? Knicks look like Knicks going to pull out this win again too, man. Going to pull this win out. A hard-fought win. Knicks played on a back-to-back. They won last night. They're going to win tonight. And then they got Monday night against this Wizards again in Washington. So Josh Hart, 0.7 seconds left to go to ice this game. Let's see if Hart can make both free throws. Let's go. Hart's first free throw is up and is good. 135-132, 0.7 seconds left to go. Kispert and George will come back into the game for the Wizards. All right, all Josh Hart got to do is make this free throw, and it don't even matter. Don't even matter. And Josh Hart's second free throw is up, and it's good. 136-132, and that's going to do it. So the Knicks going to escape with a win in Washington. Like I said, Knicks came in this game with some dead legs, man. Yep, this one is like torture. It is, man. It is like torture, bro. It's like torture, man. Knicks got the dub. Like I said, they'll be back on Monday night here in Washington again to play this back-to-back against the Wizards. So Knicks pull out the win. Knicks get their seventh win in a row. Knicks go to 22-10 on the season. Winners of 7 in a row. And they'll, like I said, they'll be back playing the Wizards again. It'll be a back-to-back game in Washington on Monday night at 7. I'll be back here again at 7 o'clock Monday night to call the Knicks and the Wizards looking for their 8th win in a row. Good, hard-fought win for the Knicks. Come from behind, like I said, man. 136-132 is the final score. Big, big game. Read off the final stats for the Knicks in this big win. Mikal Bridges finishes with 21 points. OG Anunoby had 9 points. Karl Anthony Towns, another double-double again in this game. 30 points, 14 rebounds in this game. Jalen Brunson, the high man in this game, man. A huge game for Jalen Brunson. 55 points, 9 assists in this game. Jalen Brunson was 18 of 31 from the field, including 3 from 11 from three-point range. And at the free throw line was where he really scored 16 of 17 from the free throw line. Huge game for Jalen Brunson. He becomes the third Knick that with 50 points. Is his third time scoring 50 points. The only other Knick to score more is Bernard King with 5, so it's not out of reach. Also, Josh Hart finishes the game with another double-double, 13 points, 11 rebounds in the game. Off the bench, Precious Achiuwa had 3 points. Cameron Payne had 2 points. Deuce McBride with 3 points. Overall shooting for the Knicks, 51 of 97 for 53%. 3-point shooting, abysmal in this game, 10 of 40 for 25%. Free throw shooting, Knicks was immaculate in this game, 24 of 26 for 92%. Knicks finished with 43 rebounds, 26 assists, and 15 turnovers in the game. For the Washington Wizards, Alexander Sarr finishes with 12 points. Justin Champagnie was the high man for the Wizards with 31 points in this game and 10 rebounds. He had a double-double. Malcolm Brogdon had 22 in this game. Bilal Coulibaly with 18 points. Carlton Carrington with 17 points. Off the bench, Keyshawn George with 13 points. Corey Kispert with 11. And Jonas Valanciunas with 8 points and 8 rebounds in the game. Overall shooting for the Washington Wizards, 51 of 99 for 52%. Three-point shooting, 17 of 38 for 45%. Free throw shooting, 13 of 15 for 87%. And Washington finishes with 44 rebounds, 32 assists, and 15 turnovers in the game. So like I said, great come from behind win for the New York Knicks in this one, man. Knicks pull it out, man. 136-102, go to 22-10 on the season. 7 games in a row. They had won 7 in a row, looking for their 8th game in a row on Monday night. I will be back here Monday at 7 o'clock, same time again against the Washington Wizards from Capital One Arena, man. And I'm going to stay in the game. Yeah, you already know, man. I want to thank everybody for tapping in. My boy D, Dewani, Timberlake, Brio, also Big Lou, G Nation Inside Sports. Who else? Tudo, thanks for supporting. Thanks for stepping in, man. And before y'all go, please, everybody, if you're still watching, please hit that like and subscribe button to the Man Cave Podcast, as well as go subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, our one centralized location for all of our contents, man. The Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Go subscribe to all the members of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network as well. And we're also streaming as well on the channel right now, doing the BYU against the Colorado game in the Alamo Bowl right now. I think BYU still winning like 20-0 over Colorado, man. Colorado getting shut out and getting a ass whipping out there, man. But like I said, the stream right there with my brother, Unpopular Opinion Sports, and Big Pat Sports Talk is right now calling that game with BYU in Colorado. So if you want to tap into that, you could go ahead and support that and go in and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. But like I said, it costs you nothing, man. It's free. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to the Man Cave Podcast, as well as G Nation Inside Sports with Big Lou, Big Pat Sports Talk, Unpopular Opinion Sports or NYG. Miz in the Midday, Wales to New Jersey, Coach Ed Glanny's Amazing World of Sports, Classified 3F with Joe, Mac the Giants fans, Iron Zenith, Leaf Diggy, Mets 21-28, also El Capitan, Rafa Chudo, and also the newest members, man, Deception, TP Way, Delay of Game, and also Miss Trina, man. Make sure you go subscribe to them. Also Big Blue in the Bronx. Like I said, we'll be back. I'll be back Monday night to do the Knicks and the Wizards again. Trying to get that 8th win in a row. Let's go Knicks. You already know what it is. Until next time, see you Monday. See you back here Monday night. Peace.
This has been a Big Blue Crew Sports Network production.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize, mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in the show called The Man Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. To the watch along, the show's on. The host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean, we about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.G.O.D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it.